Good evening, everyone. The brave souls who came out in cold.
We gotta get extra points for tonight.
Yes. A motion from the floor to select a moderator for tonight's meeting.
I make a motion that Munster be moderator.
I'll second.
Any other nominations?
I move the nominations be closed.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, Mr. Munster.
Opposed.
Okay.
Scott? Opposed?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, I will leave the, here, just go ahead and set that.
Would the town clerk read the call to the town meeting, please?
Legal notice, annual town meeting, Town of Haddam. The electors and citizens qualified to vote at town meetings are hereby warned and notified. The annual town meeting will be held at the Town Hall, 21 Field Park Drive, Haddam, Connecticut, on Tuesday, January 19, 2016, at 7 p.m. for the following purpose. 1. To vote to improve the HK Recreation Authority, William Bowles, Anthony Sledzik, Wiese and Robert Fitzgerald, term to expire June 30th, 2016. 2, to consider and accept the annual town report for the fiscal year July 1st, 2014 to June 30th, 2015. Dated in Haddam, Connecticut, the state day of January 2016. Board of Selectmen, Elizabeth Millardo, Robert P. Duvall, Sean E. Donlin.
Thank you. Could someone make a motion to accept this as the call of the meeting, please? All right.
I'd like to make this, I'd like to make the motion that the call as read be the call of the meeting.
Thank you. Do you have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes, will we address these items one by one?
I'm happy to do that. Okay, all in favor of the motion to accept this as the official call of the meeting, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, any abstentions? Thank you. Okay, now, as Marge suggested, we shall take these items one at a time. The first item is to vote to approve the appointment of William Bowles, Anthony Sledzik, Lisa Wiese, and Robert Fitzgerald to the HK Recreation Authority, term to expire June 30th to 2016. Would someone,
This is just till June of this year?
It was never done. It was, so,
I'll make a motion.
is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion?
Just that they, we're very happy and lucky to have people like that put in their time and volunteer. I know they put in, I know that particular group puts in a lot of hours and deals with a lot of difficult things sometimes, so appreciate their service.
Thank you. Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Thank you. Second item is to consider and accept the annual town report for the fiscal year July 1, 2014 to June 30th, 2015. Could I have a motion to that effect? Marge?
Happy to make that motion?
Second. Mary Doc, second. Okay. Is there any discussion?
I think it looks very good, as a matter of fact. So look through it today fairly carefully. I think it shows Haddam in a very positive light.
Very good. Thank you.
I'd like to make a comment that I know Barbara Galloway works extremely hard on it, and it shows because everything is very well put together, as to reiterate what Marge said.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Ms. Wayne?
Just a few things. Again, very well put together. Just got my hands on it tonight. One of the things, and this is a valuable annual meeting that we have. with the new administration, one thing I was wondering if different departments could maybe rotate throughout the year to come, as opposed to just having a chance with the annual report, like, maybe Public Works. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Cromwell, I moved from, they would occasionally, maybe quarterly, the director of that department would come and maybe give a report, give a chance for the public to comment maybe just to that department as opposed to just once a year. This is great once a year, but maybe rotate on the agenda, like Public Works, I don't know if the tax collector, town clerk, I don't know if they really need to come, but some of the other departments come and give a report, maybe quarterly. Just
At the Board of Selectmen meeting?
At a Board of Selectmen meeting, sorry, I should clarify that, at the Board of Selectmen meeting on the agenda. Like, I know Cromwell Public Works, I don't know if they came almost every meeting, I don't know if you come every meeting, but maybe 2 or 3 times a year, as opposed to just having a chance to look over things once a year. Town's growing each year, so I think, there might be things that come up in April, August for Public Works, about the transfer station, about economic development, that people can always come to the meeting once a year, they could have a chance to interact with those department heads.
Thank you, Steve. Any other comments? Like to have a vote on the motion, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed?
Ed, I raised my hand before.
Okay,
And he asked you.
I did ask if there were any other comments.
Yes, and I raised my hand, and I let him go first, and then I was coming next.
And then he asked you, I don't think you were paying attention, which is fine.
I can't hear you.
I said, I did ask a second, I asked the second time whether there were any other comments, and I looked over to you, and you didn't make any comment at the time. It wasn't until after we started voting that you made your comment. But
Point of personal preference,
It's-
may we just go
Surely,
ahead?
absolutely. So what do you have to say?
Thank you. On page 39, the Haddam Park and Rec Commission, I see that the only other commissions have attendance, and I don't see any attendance for Haddam Park and Recreation Commission, for one thing. And I think it's the charter is asking attendance for one thing, but the charter also says that the chairman of the commissions and board should be available at this meeting to answer those questions, and I don't think I see anybody from that commission here either. I don't know if somebody would know why they don't have attendance. Have they met? They don't meet? I don't know. Nobody can answer?
I can't answer, I don't have an answer to that question. I can only note that if what you're suggesting is that every commission chairman or someone from each of these departments should be present, I don't see very many Republicans
Correct.
here.
That's correct.
So that's the only comment I could make in response to your question.
Can I say something?
Yes.
When the requests are sent out, that is part of the criteria, that attendance be included.
Okay.
And if they have regular meetings, usually attendance is included on most of them. I don't know whether this committee does not meet on a
Okay.
regular basis.
Thank you, Barbara.
One thing I did know is the Board of Finance didn't have their attendance, and I was looking at last year's meeting, and they did have attendance, so maybe I don't know if it's just chairman's personal preference, because I know pie chairmans change year to year. So.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now can we go to the motion?
Absolutely.
Okay, very good. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion passes, thank you. Okay, seeing there's no other business for the town meeting, we could have a motion to adjourn. Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. We have a second on that? Oh, who seconded the motion?
I'll second.
Oh, Sean. I
Oh,
think.
Sean, good.
All right, thank you.
Any names?
Steve, at first.